Hello, welcome to Bible Wits Bible Corner. My name is Josh. Now this is the first video on this channel, so I would like to go over a couple things real quick. First of all, the idea behind this channel is I'm going to be reading passages out of the Bible, and then I'm going to be giving a short, anywhere from 2 to 5 minute discussion on what I believe that passage is talking about. Now, I will appreciate comments, I will appreciate ideas for anyone that wants me to discuss a certain passage. I will gladly do that. The one thing I do ask is that you keep your comments respectful. So, that being said, I'm actually going to start off with two passages today. The first one is going to be Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20. And the Bible that I will be reading is the New Century Version. So Matthew 28, 18 through 20. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All power in heaven and on earth is given to me. So go and make followers of all people in the world. Baptize them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Teach them to obey everything that I have taught you, and I will be with you always, even until the end of this age." Now, let's jump over to James chapter 3, and I'm only going to read the first verse. So James chapter 3, verse 1. "My brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly." Okay. So the reason I am bringing these two verses up is I've heard some people say that these two verses contradict each other. One verse says not everyone should teach, while the other one says that we're supposed to go and make disciples of all nations. Well, they don't contradict each other. They actually build on each other. So let me explain that. In Matthew, it talks about going into all the world and making disciples, whereas James specifically talks about teachers. Not everyone should be a teacher. Now, we can bring people to Christ without being a teacher. You got roles like elder, deacon, preacher, youth minister, and others in the church that are very well known. But you have other roles that are not very well known. Things like benevolence and stuff like that, lesser known roles of the church, and yet they can still be used to bring people to Christ. Now, when it does come time for the actual nitty-gritty teaching, then yes, don't just pass them off to the preacher, the elder. Go there with them, help support them. So, and then I emphasized a couple of words in Matthew. Teach them everything that I have taught you. That is very important, and I think that is a thing that a lot of, I'll even say Christians, are ignoring today. We are in a society where people want Christians to overlook this and overlook that. I'll be specific. Overlook gay marriage and overlook fraud. Well, as Christians, we cannot do that. We have to listen to everything Jesus taught. We have to obey everything Jesus taught in order to be one of his followers. Because if we fail to listen to one part of it, we fail to listen to the entirety of it. So, now I say all that, and yes, it sounded a little bit doom and gloom, but there is hope. If we do listen to everything, if we do teach everything that Jesus has taught us, we have an amazing thing waiting for us, and that is heaven. To spend eternity with our Creator is an amazing thing. It is something that we as Christians need to look forward to, is that we should strive for every day. So let's have that as our goal, wanting to be with our Creator. Thank you, and have a wonderful God-centered day. Bye.